Welcome back, guys. This is episode 3 of Brandon Burning Food, and today we are going to be making Mississippi pulled chicken sandwiches. This is a recipe that I really like. It's extraordinarily easy. This is basically fail-proof unless you lose your electricity halfway through the cook time or your crock pot is broken. Like, literally, those are the only two things that can cause this recipe to fail. So, let's get to it. Now it's time to just put all this together. I've got all my ingredients prepped out here. Here's my chicken. I did what I always do with chicken for this one. Salt and pepper, garlic powder both sides, cover with plastic, and let it sit in the fridge covered for about a half an hour. Up to 3 or 4 hours. We've got our ranch seasoning mix. Now, this is all gonna sound kind of strange. I didn't really believe this recipe would be good the first time I made it either. It is. I know it sounds weird. You will like the end result. So, ranch seasoning mix, a whole one of these. Brown gravy or au jus seasoning mix. You're gonna use about half of this. Anywhere from 5 to 7 to 20 pepperoncinis, depending on how much you like that flavor. And then I'm using a little less than a cup of the juice that the pepperoncinis come in. I bought them at the store. I think the jar was like $3.99. They keep forever, so yeah. But anyway, this is literally how simple this is. Chicken into the crock pot. I'm using boneless, skinless chicken breasts here. You can use thighs. I would kind of actually caution against using the bone-in, skin-on variety. Chicken skin doesn't do great in the crock pot unless you sear it first. It gets rubbery. And then, and this is the really healthy part of the dish, an entire stick of butter. You can put it in whole, you can chop it up like I do. It doesn't really matter. I like to do, it's just me. And then the whole ranch packet in, you're going to want to sprinkle it over. It should look like the whole interior got dusted with this stuff. And then this, you can save the other half of this. It will keep, just put it in a plastic bag for the next time, you want to make a Mississippi style recipe. And then just a lighter dusting of this stuff. There we go. That should work. This is what it looks like after you've put everything together in the crock pot. Like I said, this is impossible to mess up. You can add stuff in whatever order you want. I just wouldn't recommend putting the butter and the pepperoncinis on the bottom. Other than that, do whatever you want with it. So, lid on. Crock pot on low. We will see you in about 6 hours. Just a quick shot of what the crock pot looks like a little over halfway through cooking. We've got some condensation building up on top, which you want to see, and also it smells really good, which is always a good sign. When this is done, it's going to come out of the crock pot and get pulled and then broiled on a sheet pan for a few minutes just to crisp it up and give some texture to go alongside the flavor. One of the things I like about this dish is it's really versatile. You can use what's in this crock pot as a main, put it along a couple of sides, and you're good to go. It's delicious. Tacos, nachos, quesadillas, it works great for all of that. So yeah, we'll see you in about 2 more hours. In the crock pot is our shredded Mississippi chicken. Let me pull the lid off. So unfortunately, and I know this doesn't really look all that great right now, but I promise I tasted it and it's awesome. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a way to film me shredding the chicken. I just couldn't get a good angle for it, so I shredded it with 2 forks in a bowl off camera. It's very simple. You just kind of hold the forks and do a scraping motion in opposite directions with the backs of them hitting each other. But yeah, we're gonna let this sit in the crock pot on the warm setting for a little while. It doesn't really matter at this point. You can make it now or you can let it sit. It's not going to change the flavor too much. And we've got the chicken pulled out of the crock pot, spread out into an even layer on a foil lined baking sheet, and it's going to go into the oven under the broiler for about 1.5 to 2 minutes. Just keep an eye on it. The good thing about broiling is it's top-down heat only, so the door being closed on the oven doesn't matter as much. You can leave the oven door a little bit open if you don't have a light inside your oven. Here it is out of the oven. As y'all can see, really nice crisp up on the top. Again, you don't have to do this, but if you've been watching my videos, you know I like to do a little bit extra. It's gonna add some nice texture. I've got some toasted buns over here. These are the bottoms. Got a healthy spread of mayonnaise on them. What we're gonna do, put them on the buns, add some cheese to the top, and they're gonna go in the oven for 30 seconds probably. Finished product, ladies and gentlemen. Toasted bun, Mississippi pulled chicken, melted provolone, and I cut up some of the peppers I used to slow cook it and added them as a topping. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see y'all next week. Have a good one.